Okay, I just read this whole book, and the whole time the camera was off. So take 3,000. Today we're reading Swashby and the Sea. It's by Beth, Ferry. And we're reading it today because my lovely, kind, giving friend, Fred, was able to give me this book. All right. Captain Swashby loved the sea. The sea and he had been friends for a long, long time. She knew him in and out, up and down, and better than anyone. So when Swashby retired, it was to a small house on a small beach, as close to the sea as he could be. Whenever he needed something, the sea provided exactly the right thing at exactly the right time. Life was just the way Swashby liked it. Salty and sandy and serene until squeaks and squeals sprang from the empty house next door, which was no longer empty. It had been commandeered by a girl and her granny, who planted umbrellas, scattered beach chairs, and boarded Swashby's deck without permission. Swashby battened down the hatches, hid behind the door when it rang. He didn't need neighbors. He didn't want neighbors. Neighbors were noisy, a nuisance, annoying. So in return, he left a message written clearly in the sand. No trespassing, which the sea fiddled with just a little bit. Sing, the girl read, and did just that. She sang every song she knew while dancing up and down Swashby's deck. What now? She asked. Now vanish, Swashby wrote later that evening, adding a starfish exclamation point. And the sea fiddled just a little bit. Wish, the girl read, picking up the starfish, and did just that. She closed her eyes and began, I wish... No, no, Swashby interrupted, stumping down the steps. If you mean to make a starfish wish, you must say this. Starfish back to the waves so blue, the sea will see a wish come true. How lovely, said Granny. We wish you'd come for a cup of tea, Mr. Swashby. But Swashby wished to be left alone, so he grumbled and mumbled and hurried inside. He didn't need tea. He didn't want tea. Tea was civilized, friendly, neighborly. What he needed was a new message. Please go away, he wrote firmly in the sand. And once again, the sea fiddled just a little bit. Play, the girl sounded out, and did just that, with Swashby's shells and stones with his buckets and shovels. But her towers kept falling. Barnacle bottoms, Swashby muttered, marching out. You're doing it all wrong. You must use the sand-baked sand. It's the sea sand that does the trick. And he showed her how to dig for wet sand below. But Swashby was gone. Before long, amazing sculptures decorated the beach. It's the clamshells ye should be using, Swashby called up from inside. Come play, Mr. Swashby, the girl called back. Swashbys don't play, he answered, banging the shutters. So the sea decided to meddle more than just a little. She inched way up the sand and tickled the girl's toes. She nibbled on the sculptures and slurped away the bucket. The girl tried to grab it. But, look at me, the girl called. Look at her, Granny gasped. Oh dear, look at her. Granny hurried to the water's edge, but, oh no. Swashby was already there. "What are ye up to, you great salty imp?" he asked, scooping the girl and bucket. With a great big wave, the sea delivered the pair back to shore, and there was no stopping the laughing and thanking and hugging that was Swashby's reward. "I see what you did here," he whispered to the sea as he was whisked away to celebrate. And after that, it was easy for Swashby to have tea with the girl and her granny, and ice cream and lobsters and s'mores on the beach. It was easy for him to share his special sea glasses. It was easy even for him to see that neighbors could be fun, and friends, and family. And when he had a moment to himself, Swashby carved a heartfelt message for the sea. "Thank ye, friends," which the sea fiddled with just a little bit. The end. Alright, that was Swashby and the sea, and I hope you enjoyed it. I did, and almost cried a little bit, to be honest. And once again, Fran helped me get this book for ye, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good week, and see ya.